The overall energy of this reading, the Four of Wands. Wow, that's a divine soulmate relationship. This is union between two people. Sometimes this can represent marriage. Joyful, happy. Let's find out why the Four of Wands is in the middle of your reading. Surrounds the whole thing. Up here in your highest energy is the Eight of Cups. So it looks like you're walking away from something here. The Three of Pentacles is right next to the Eight of Cups. There might have been some butting of heads here going on. You may already be in a marriage. If you're not in a marriage, it may be that you were looking forward to a marriage, or all this might turn out to be a marriage. I'm not sure yet. But right now, you are in this energy of walking away from something that wasn't serving you. It was like butting heads or a third party. You're just turning your back on it. Let's read on. Let's find out more. On the other side of the Three of Pentacles is the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords, this is moving forward, away from those rocky waters. You have a lot of swords of truth on that boat there with you. This is moving forward, not at a really fast pace, but moving forward with a pole. There's no motor on this boat, right towards a more peaceful and calmer place in your life. And I think that's exactly what you're doing here with the Eight of Cups, as walking away from it's an energy that was not serving you. It was like, I could say toxic. It was somewhat toxic, but you are moving away from it. And this Three of Pentacles is right above the Four of Wands. So it's like somebody else was interfering in a relationship. Excuse my dog, who is barking at someone who is walking by, probably with their dog, and she can see them. I don't know why they'd be walking by. The winds are like 50 miles an hour out there today, but something's going on. So, yeah, this was a joyful union of two people. This is a divine soulmate relationship. It looks like it went sour for some reason. Butting of heads. It could be just arguing. It could be a lot of arguing. Walking away, turning your back on it. But you're moving away from rocky waters. Now you might be moving towards a more peaceful place because you walked away. Now, let's do the rest of this reading. Under the Eight of Cups is the Page of Cups. It has something to do with the cup here. There's a cup missing. See that in the Eight of Cups? Right there. I think this argument had something to do with love, for one thing. It's the feeling of not getting the love that you think that you deserve from a relationship. I think that you felt like you were just getting like almost breadcrumbed. There's a fish in that cup. The waters are kind of rocky back here. See that? It's like they weren't offering very much into this relationship. They weren't doing much to hold it together. So this is also a card for Pisces. There is a fish, in the cup. Let's read on. Let's find out how this goes. So the Page of Cups is next to this Four of Wands, so I really think that you kind of turned your back. It might have just been a threat of walking away, or you may have actually walked away, but you are moving forward toward a better place in your life. Under the Six of Swords, there's a lot of truth and clarity that came from this. There might have been an argument about how they were treating this relationship. I have the Hangman right next to that Four of Wands too. This is enlightenment. This is the card. See, the head's all lit up. It's a card of enlightenment. So I look around this card, and yeah, I do see you moving forward. They want you to know that you are moving into a better place in your life. It's also next to the Four of Wands. So I don't know. I don't really feel like this Four of Wands is over. I feel like this is something that you're just going through right now. or will be going through. Because under the Page of Cups is your card, the Taurus, the Hierophant. The energy of this card is about marriage. It's about traditional values, traditional morals, right under that Page of Cups. I don't feel like they were contributing to this relationship, whether you're married or not. It was a committed relationship. I just don't feel like they were contributing to it like they should have been. And I think you had an argument about that. I think you either threatened to walk away or you did. You turned your back somehow on this cup, because it really wasn't enough to sustain this relationship. But this boat is what's got me thinking, because you're not alone with this boat. Moving slowly forward. Next to the Hierophant and under the Four of Wands is the Three of Swords. Now, remember I pointed out above the Four of Wands, there was a Three of Pentacles, maybe a third party. Well, now we have the Three of Swords right below the Four of Wands on each side. There's a heartache, for one thing. There's tears involved. But this also could signify that there was somebody interfering in this relationship. That's why you felt like they weren't contributing, whether they told you that or not. But next to this Three of Swords here, all this arguing, all this not getting what you deserve out of this relationship, I think there's somebody else wrapped up into this. Now, it doesn't have to be a lover. It could be a mother. It could be a child. It could be a friend. Just about anybody. It could, but it was definitely interfering in this beautiful relationship that you had with this person. On the other side of the Three of Swords is the Ace of Swords. So truth and clarity right under the Hangman. You're going to get all your truth. You're going to get all your clarity. You may be in the process of doing that right now. But it looks like you are going to move forward and not alone. I need more cards for this reading, Taurus. What's going on here? I don't think you're moving forward on your own. I think you're moving forward with the person that you were in a commitment with. I think, things are getting resolved, brought out into the open. Three of Cups. Good. Goodbye to toxic energy. Okay. The Magician is up on your highest energy level. This is a card of knowing and intuition, one of them. See the infinity symbol? That's what it stands for. The Magician is manifesting. I think that by all this truth, all this clarity here, doing the things that you're doing, like turning your back on them, because that's what they've been doing to you. You're manifesting the things that you do need out of this relationship. Let's read on, because you do have the Cup of Love, you do have the Pentacle for stability and security, you do have the Wand for new beginnings, or the Staff for new beginnings and passion. You do have the Sword of truth and clarity. And so with having all those tools, you're able to manifest. It's right next to the Hermit. The Hermit is the card for Virgo. Virgo might be involved in this reading someplace. Strong in your chart, strong in somebody else's chart. But this is asking the universe for your path forward. You need to move forward. It just feels like you got to get away from this arguing. You got to get away from this, getting the tainted cup of love here. So, seeking your path forward. The Hermit shining the lantern on the Magician. They're saying that you have all the tools it takes, and you already know what you need to do, and you have all the tools to do it. And you can manifest whatever it is that you want to manifest. You have the power to do that. On the other side of the Three of Cups, or of the Hermit, is the Three of Cups. And this is a reunion, and this is a happy reunion. Cheerful. So I think you're manifesting this relationship to actually work out instead of fall apart. Under the Magician is the Ten of Swords. This is close to that Hangman. It's a lot of pain involved here, you know. It's gotten to that point. So this is truth and clarity that just, tears you apart. But it's over. It's going to end. There's no 11 of swords. So, you're coming to the end of the pain in this relationship right now. That's one thing the hangman wants you to know. And on the other side of this 10 of swords is the 3 of wands. This is under the hermit. You're seeking your path forward. I think what the hermit's trying to say is, your ship is already here. This is waiting for your ship to come in. And they're shining the lantern on this, it's right below the hermit here. There's 3 ships out there. This is a card of waiting, watching, and wondering for your ship to come in. I think they're coming back because I have the reunion card. I think you're getting back together. And I think the sun, I know the sun is under the 3 of cups. And it's next to that 3 of wands. This is your new beginning, your fresh start. There might be a child involved in this reading because there is a child on the boat there and a child here. There's 2 that have shown up so far in this reading. But this is joyful, happy, reunion, fresh starts, and new beginnings. Right under the reunion card, which is also joyful. So I think they're coming back in. I think it's a something that you just have to go through in this relationship, but it looks like it's going to work out. Under the 10 of swords, and the thing that is really making you hurt and that causing the pain, the truth is, I think they were like playing the field. They were kind of half in this relationship. That's why you're only getting the Page of Cups, and half out of the relationship. Kind of still acting like a player, still immature, kind of running around, that kind of energy. What they decided, because the Devil card's right next to the Knight of Wands. This is a card for Capricorn, by the way, so Capricorn might be strong in your chart, strong in their chart. But the energy from this card of the Devil is toxic. Remember, I was thinking this is some kind of toxic type energy. Yeah, it's right here. And there is another person. 3. There's 3 people. 3, 3, 3. 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups. There's somebody interfering, or was, or, they're leaving though. Okay, this Knight of Wands, they've been kind of manipulating. I feel like they've been manipulating your person into acting like the Knight of Wands, like a temptress or a tempter. This is male or female, that Knight of Wands. But saying goodbye, they realize they're tying you to somebody else, and you wouldn't have it. You would walk away. You've had enough. But it looks like next to a Devil card is this Queen of Pentacles, and it's also under the sun. So I think this toxic energy is leaving, and we have the Queen of Pentacles, and this is Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn energy. We have Virgo here, we have Capricorn here, and we have Taurus here. But I think this is your energy, Taurus, on looking at that commitment again. Taking another look at it, like, well, can this really work? Because I really think this is going to work out. Queen is male or female here, and it's all about that pentacle. So, under the sun, new beginnings with joy, reunions with joy. I think this other energy is leaving. Goodbye. Bye. And things are going to work out. I don't know what happened there, but this person had no regard for your commitment with the person that you're in love with, that you have a commitment with, but they are leaving. And it looks like you're working it out. And I feel glad that this is being worked out, that this one person can't just take this beautiful thing, this 4 of Wands that you had, and with this person that you're in love with, and just turn it toxic and break it all up. They're not going to do it. There's no Tower card here. You're going to be moving on from this and with your person.